Sveiki atvykę į firmos New Wave darbus Lietuvos zoologijos sode Kaune.
Hello and welcome at ZOO Kaunas. Today we are taking you with us on an installation at the zoological garden in Kaunas. They are refurbishing the whole zoo and we are in a complete new building and doing the life support system as well as coating work and glazing work for 10 different freshwater exclosures and as well a few terrariums. In total, let me count, it will be less than 100, but more or less 100,000 liters in total. Labas and welcome to New Wave. Today we are going to show you a bit of our new project. We are going to Kaunas, Lithuania. Together with our friends from Pangaea, we are going to install a few life support system at the aquarium in Kaunas. The acrylic panels are on the way to Denmark actually and will arrive mid of June for installation. All of those tanks are paludarias, freshwater paludarias with an open top. The biotops will just fill with water half, so that we also have a landscape inside the tanks, which are going to skate with artificial theming parts from Pangaea. Here we have a model of the filtration room and the 9 separated tanks. Here we have the filtration, the plant room, and you see the position of our filter sumps. So this is the 4th floor print of the 9 different types. We have cold water, we have Amazonas, we have Malawi, East Africa, Australia. So each part of the world are going to display there, only freshwater this time. And very limited space for putting the filtration system. The filter sumps are already in production and we are going to equip the sumps with abyss pumps, with heaters, mechanical filtration, biological filtration, UVC units, cooling units. This is actually a rough filtration seam where we are going to put the filtration below the platform.
So this is behind the tank?
This is behind the tank. So this is just the maintenance, the entrance from into the tank, the entrance. Here's the platform for the zookeepers, and beneath that we have our filtration system, some sockets, controlling units and everything. This is actually the very simple drawing of the filter sumps, which we are actually producing, and we are going to show you the status of production right now. So these are the pre-cutted filter sumps for Kaunas. We have chosen a white acrylic instead of polyethylene or something else because the reason is that we have very limited space, and to reinforce those polyethylene tanks we always need a reinforcement all around, which need additional space, which we don't have. So we decided to go for acrylic, which allows us to build it a bit smaller. The maximum space that they gave us is 180 by 75 by 75. So this is actually the top bracing of the filter sump. They are already more or less ready for gluing. So tomorrow we are going to glue them, or later on we are going to glue them and assembling them together, and then we are going to glue. All these material are already ready for assembling.
So we are talking about how many sumps in one room?
9 in total. As I told you that we are not limited in any size. We are going to show you our smallest jellyfish tank, which is normally used for breeding jellyfish, hatching larvae like sea horses, different kind of jellyfish. It's an air chrysal. We call them air chrysal because it's running with air. So you just have to connect an air pump and the water will turn through the air. It's more or less a standard product because we are using these ready casted tubes of 300. They are different kind of diameters. They are of course smaller ones, but it doesn't make sense to make it smaller than
10 milliliter.
So we have those in different sizes like 300, 400, 500 millimeters available in an online shop or available while you're just dropping us or sending us an email. So if you are a zoo and operate a big tank like this, you at least need a couple of those tanks to make sure that you have permanent jellyfish, stock of jellyfish.
The zoos are using this type of tank?
Yeah, just to breed them.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially when you have a big jellyfish display show and have different kind of jellyfishes. I'm sure that we will visit some zoos and checking out the quarantine from them to give you a better picture of how it really looks like backstage at a zoo. This is the XXL version. This is really a jellyfish display of 350 by almost 180 for public aquarium, made from 80 millimeter thick material. We call it stretch kreisel. This is the common name for this type of kreisel tank, jellyfish tank.
Hello, my name is Ben. I'm the curator at the Lithuanian Zoological Gardens based here in Kaunas, Lithuania. And our zoo is going to be celebrating its 85th anniversary this year. And in that period of time, we've never had a major reconstruction. So we're reconstructing about 80% of the zoo, which is comprised of 15 hectares. And we have about 150 species of animals that we will have on exhibit, and we're getting ready to open this fall. New Wave Concepts are preparing our new aqua terrariums, which will be very, very technically complex. We're very anxious to see the final results.
Nice.
We too. You will see it. Yeah, that's my new shower. So that will be an example for my new shower at home. We're actually in the crocodile enclosure. So what I'm already mentioned, they are building a complete new building where we have different kind of enclosure, like Jan and the guys are doing actually the bat enclosure. We have crocodiles, we have a lot of terrariums, reptiles, frogs, whatever. A big anaconda. They are going to display 9 different freshwater enclosures. All of them will be glass with acrylic. The panels are already at the customs, will arrive next week and will be installed by end of this month. We will follow up this project and you will see a lot of more content about this. Yes, we have 9 different tanks with 9 different habitats. So it's like they started from a local river tank, it's cold water. Then there will be Malawi, Tanganyika, so East Africa, South America like Amazonas, Asia, Australia. These are concrete tanks, you know, that first of all we need to prepare the concrete, like sanding it and doing a coating. Like this is a fiberglass coating, 2 layers of fiberglass and almost 5 paintings of polyester. So this is a waterproofing. Once it's waterproofing and it's cured, we are supposed to install the windows. Unluckily, we are still waiting of them because of the custom clearance. Like you see whoops. Here you can see that it's a curved. It's going to be a shaped acrylic panel of almost 80 millimeters thickness. So these both tanks will be glassed with 1 window, but we have a dividing wall over here, but it's going to be 1 big window. We are going to install it in this gap. It will be an open top tank, so only 3-sided supported. And now the guys from Pangea, from Denmark, are coming and doing all the artificial rock work, the theming work. Everything will be covered, so you won't see anything. This is actually the maintenance door, so the people, the zookeepers can enter the tank from the top. Here will be the visitors. We have to install the lighting next time, so we will have some rails where we can hang down the lighting, but you won't see anything. It's not a strong lighting. As you see in the summertime, we have very nice natural sunlight coming up. Hi guys.
Hey guys.
So this is actually going to be a bat enclosure. Liam, maybe you can give us a small introducing what you are actually doing.
Well, we're actually building a bat cave, and the species I'm not quite sure of, but they're quite a large bat.
Okay. So this is going to be some columns, and these are the, what is it called?
This is a dripstone cave.
Yeah. These guys are actually building about 60 different enclosures over here in this refurbishment project, and as well the tanks that we are actually doing. The Beste Clan is doing some serious pipe work.
Maybe I have to do some filters on it.
For the ladies, maybe not. We always have a team, international team, from 4 up to 12 people on the sites. So we are used to it to stay for a kind of a period in different kind of countries all over the world. I know it looks like a whirlpool or like a swimming pool or something because of the skimmers. I don't know, but this is not us. We did it not. So for this we didn't do the filtration system, just the coating. But as far as I understood, here will be the tank for the big anaconda. Is it an anaconda or is this a python? Oh, sorry, not an anaconda. It's a python. Sorry.
Okay, Majid, what is the next step while building tanks like that here?
Yeah, the next step is the best step. I love this step because we have to install the acrylic panels. This is especially than the other tanks because it's a panel. It is more than 6 meters. It is not so easy like a right panel. Complicated is the panel is round about 800 kilo.
Wow.
To install the panels, we need to lift it up till here and then leave it down. You make a drill, you make the plats, and you start, and when you lift it up, maybe it goes like that. So that means we need a mini crane. A mini crane who takes more than 1,000 kilo.
Yeah.
And with the crane, we could lift it, and so we know where we have to put the slings, and it goes faster, and it's easier, and it looks good.
And then you are gluing it with silicone?
Yes,
or?
also to fill it with concrete, and then water could be in.
Beste Clan gluing.
Yes.
Let me introduce you to the world famous artificial rockwork themer from Denmark, Jan Møller.
Hello, I'm Jan Møller. I have the company called Pangea Rocks, and we do artificial rockwork for zoos aquariums around the world. So right now we just started this project where we're building the desert exhibit. We're doing a dripstone cave, we're doing some Malawi tanks, we're doing some tropical tanks, and we're doing a lion exhibit, we do crocodile exhibits, and we'll be here for the next 4 months. The project is roughly around 1,200 square meters and will take us, with a team of 10 people, 4 months to build.
Have you ever done something besides some new project like a playground, rock work or something like? Or it's
No, we have, in the very beginning we did a lot of zoo exhibits, and then we went into aquariums, and aquariums are where we are strong. We just came home from Mexico where we were for 8 months. Prior to that we were 1.5 years in Bali, and then now we are doing an aquarium in India. We are going on to Antigua to do an underwater park.
This is the water park there you would like to take me, right?
No,
to the Caribbean.
You don't have a passport, so you need to stay home.
This is a very crazy project. Correct me if I'm wrong. You are going to build artificial reef where people can dive and grow corals, or
it is first in the world where people will actually understand how it is to produce artificial or live corals. So we are going to build a park where people will be wearing a sea trek helmet, meaning that they will have an air supply, then they can go down under the water and walk around like 20 minutes, half an hour, all depending on the water depth. And we will then do some artificial reef structures where people will be able to take small pieces of real reef, rocks, corals, put them together, then it will grow, and then they'll put it onto the real reef.
Crazy,
and
nice.
after some months, when that reef is filled up, they'll take it away and put it in like a plantation, and then start a new one. And then by some years down the line, there will be hundreds of these reefs, and it will then form a bigger reef where there is, right now there is a sandy area, and when there's sand, there's no corals. but the water quality and everything is there.
Okay.
So they
and
just need a
the corals
substrate.
will attract also the fishes and everything.
It'll be-
will
yeah, yeah.
It's a very nice project. Follow our channel to follow this project up. As far as I understood, he invited us to follow this project, me and Toby, to right?
Yeah.
So maybe.